What's up, Raider Nation? Coming back at you with a rather late video. Saturday night game tomorrow, Sunday, 1 p.m. But breaking, exciting, fantastic news coming out. And that's Aidan O'Connell starting at quarterback tomorrow. Raiders reign, called that shit first. He was the first man on the scene. And those comments, man, go back and read those comments because everyone owes him an apology, honestly.
Yeah, hey, shout out Raiders Rain. We appreciate the like story too.
Yeah, we
And
saw
if
that.
you're ever down, you got a lasting invitation. Come on the pod, man. Whoever you are.
Bro, we would love to have you on the pod, man. You're a legend in the Raiders community, and we know when you say something, we know not to doubt it. And the comments were just sick on that post, and never, no one will ever doubt your credibility again, man. So, Raiders reign. We'll hopefully have you on here one day. But yeah, breaking breaking news. I mean, what are you thinking? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Well, my first thought is okay, get ready for the deep ball. Like this is gonna look, Aiden O'Connell, he could throw the deep ball. We saw him firsthand in SoFi. He could let that thing fly, dude. And
Yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't getting that done. He could not get the ball downfield. And this is going to open up the offense. Hunter Renfro's going to get his, Devontae's going to get his, and he's going to spread the ball around. And look, I'm not, even if we don't win the game, I'm just excited that it's something new, right? Jimmy Garoppolo, it didn't seem like he was working out. I think if we played Jimmy Garoppolo, I wouldn't have expected to win. This way, I don't think they have a lot of tape on the guy either. And I think that's why they didn't announce that, oh, he's the starting quarterback, just for that element of surprise. I think everyone knows anyway, but McDaniels is still keeping it as a surprise. So with the Chargers' lack of tape on the guy, I think he can air it out. And look, the Chargers have a lot of guys hurt too. Derwin James is hurt. Bosa is out, I think.
Yep. Bosa's
They're kind
out.
of banged up.
Yeah,
So
and the other key point is JC Jackson's going to be back, which means that we're going to have a Devontae's going to have a field day because last time Devontae went up against JC, he put him in the blenders the whole game, and I think he had 2 touchdowns, and I think just put him in the blender, and JC is just he was a healthy scratch a couple weeks ago, so
yeah, that was a big whiff by them. JC Jackson signing them or signing him in free agency a few years ago. He's not panned out for them. So look, the Chargers are banged up. Like Derwin James is a big. Their two best defenders are out. So
yeah, and I think usually historically, if we think about it, that has never mattered. Doesn't matter who's out or who's in. It's the Raiders. We always find a way to lose. It's not that's not even like, the biggest concern. I think the biggest thing is that Devontae has a big day, but I think also look out for Trey Tucker. I think with AOC can throw the deep ball, and I think that means Trey Tucker could be used more. And I think in the last couple of weeks, I started getting flashbacks of Mr. Ruggs. Henry J. Ruggs. I was getting some flashbacks of him motioning. When Trey Tucker was motioning across the field. I think it started in the Buffalo game. He was motioning like from one side to the other. That's how they used to do with Henry Ruggs to kind of spread the field. And he would go on a go route, and a couple times he was open, but Jimmy G underthrew it. Remember when he was underthrown? Jimmy G
yeah,
underthrew it, and they threw the PI, and then they picked it up.
yeah, that was a Bills game.
Yeah, Bills game. Trey Tucker ran a crazy route, and he put Tre'Davious White in the blender on that route. Like he just put him in the dust, left him in the dust. And I think you know, it's just gonna be one of those games tomorrow where it's gonna be another, like, here we are 4 weeks into the season, we're already saying, oh, we'll have to see, oh, we're in a new experiment now already. Like, like this is just kind of a recurring theme with our team. I mean, it's just like these experiments just keep going, and I think this offensive guru mastermind, I honestly don't trust him anymore. So if Brian Hoyer ends up coming out there, I wouldn't be totally surprised. I'll be pissed because I wasted like $250 on this shit. But we'll see. We'll see. But I mean, Hondo and Fowler, two very reliable reporters, said that AOC's in line to make his first start. So I mean, shit, we're gonna go with it, man. We're gonna go with it.
Yeah, and I mean, last week after the Steeler game, we talked a lot about look that loss deflated the fan base. Like it just felt it just sucked the energy out of us, right? And look, obviously, it's not a good thing that your starting quarterback's hurt. Like, you never want that 4 weeks into a season. But AOC, I think I'm going to be excited to watch the game. You're going to be excited to watch the game. I think the whole fan base is going to be interested to see what this guy has, because you need to see what you have in the guy. He lit it up in preseason. So, and I think this is a type of game where this is kind of the perfect spot in which you need your guy rookie QB to step in, because Chargers are banged up and the environment is going to be a pro Raider crowd. Like, if you played at home, I think it'd be a worse environment for him to play at Allegiant than at SoFi. This is the most home field advantage we're going to have all season at this stadium. So, look, we've not played the Chargers well here historically, but we haven't had this guy at the helm. And look, I think we need to put up points. Like, the last 3 weeks, Jimmy hasn't even crossed 20 points. And like the Chargers, I think they're going to put up like 24, 27 points on us. I think
30, could be 30. The way our defense, just how many times they just have to keep making stops, how many times they have to come out onto the field with the offense going 3 and out. And, I'm going to make a bold prediction here. And I'm going to say if AOC balls out tomorrow, if he throws for, high 200s and a couple touchdowns, I honestly don't see a situation where Jimmy G comes back. I honestly see a situation with him kind of becoming that Hoyer role, that kind of like coach from the sidelines type role and just coach up AOC. Because historically, think about it. A rookie quarterback wearing number 4. We've seen this before. And we saw him ball out. No, it doesn't matter. We didn't win. We were 0-10 to start the season. And we included a 52-0 loss to the Rams in St. Louis, which I'll never forget. But Derek Carr was special that first stretch of the season. He was special. He had no defense, whatever. But I think AOC, he could be our guy, man. I mean, we always say this shit, he could be our guy, it could be the future, whatever. But I genuinely think that tomorrow, I think now, the suspense leading up to this, I honestly, it's just going to be fantastic. Now, I was so not looking forward to going to the game now. And now when this report came out, like just like an hour, 2 hours ago, I got hyped, man. I got genuinely hyped. Like I was asleep. I woke up from a nap, hungover from yesterday, hungover AF. I was like, man, I'm like, that's gonna be fun tomorrow. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of Raiders fans. And the other thing I wanted to ask you was, what do you think about our tight end position now with AOC? Because I know Jimmy G was dumping off to Jacobs, in the back, check downs. But how do you think the tight ends come into play now with AOC?
Well, I think if you look at our offense in total, right, Jimmy Garoppolo is only targeting pretty much one or two guys, Adams and Myers, right?
Yeah.
And you just key in on those guys, and if they weren't open, he didn't know where to go.
Yep.
So we saw AOC, he would get through his reads like really quickly in preseason.
Right.
He would just, if someone wasn't there, he would just go right across the field, look to his next option.
Right.
So if your number one guy is covered, I think I have more confidence that this quarterback, rather than Garoppolo, is going to get the ball to Mayer and Renfro. Like, Renfro is just, he wouldn't even throw him the ball even when he was open, because he just couldn't get his eyes to this third read. And so I think our tight ends they're good players. Michael Mayer and Austin Hooper are legit tight ends. They've proven it so far. I mean, Mayer in college, and Austin Hooper's been a pro for a long time. So it's not like they're incompetent players. They're just not getting the ball. So I like their position outlook with Aidan O'Connell in as quarterback.
And the other thing is, you got to look, Aidan O'Connell is so patient. He waits for things to develop. We saw Jimmy G was more mobile than Carr. Okay, he got out of the pocket, right? He could run if he needed to for a first down. That wasn't his problem. His problem was throwing the ball when the read developed. He would just hold the ball too long. Like, the read would develop and he wouldn't make the throw. He would be scared to throw it downfield, and then the read would get closed. The hole would get closed, right? If the guy breaks a dig route 10 yards downfield, 20 yards downfield, he'd be open at first, but Jimmy would be so late, he'd be looking at Devontae when Myers is wide open over the middle. Like you said, Renfro was wide open a couple times, and he just didn't even throw the ball to him. And then that horrible interception he threw, I don't know, I think that was to Patrick Peterson. Man, that was one of the worst interceptions I think I've ever seen. Just throw the ball away. I mean, how are you going to do? And with AOC, not only he has a good arm, he's patient, but he's accurate. He can throw the ball into some tight spots and he can complete passes. He's a high completion volume in college. He would complete a shit ton of passes. And I think with him under center, it gives us a chance to be a little more versatile and just kind of explore different options downfield and avoid kind of third and long situations. And yeah, but I mean, obviously, if the run game can't get going again, it's like, and without Joey Bosa, I expect Jacobs to have a good game. But if we're one dimensional again, I don't see quarterback making that big of a difference.
Yeah, and let's move on to the defense too. Look, Chandler Jones officially released. We've talked a lot about him. So sayonara, Chandler Jones. So Malcolm Kuntz stepping in as our other defensive end across of Max Crosby, who hopefully plays. He's questionable. If
He'll
he's
play.
out, I think we're done. Like we're not going to get any stops today. So we need Crosby to play.
Crosby's one of the toughest son of a guns, bro. He's not gonna miss a game. I
Yeah,
don't think
I
we're
agree.
worried about that. I don't think Crosby's gonna miss a game. I was surprised that Nate Hobbs is out, honestly, but I do like the fact that we kept Amik, and I think we're gonna see a lot of Amik tomorrow in the slot. But also I hope David Long doesn't get any plays, bro. David Long Jr. I don't even. That man is burnt toast, bro. I mean, they would have been better off keeping Duke Shelley rather than keeping David Long, like we talked about in like one of the first videos on this channel. Like, I mean, if Amik is in the slot consistently, we should be okay because I think he's a good cover corner. Peters and Bennett hold it down on the outside, and we gotta stop Keenan Allen, man. That man had a crazy, crazy, crazy ass game last week. To get 18 receptions, like what the
I
hell?
played against him, dude, in fantasy. He dropped like 35 points or something crazy.
Yeah, he was in PPR. I think he dropped like 43.
He's having a hell of a season. Like
Yeah,
that's the key to our defense is stopping that guy. Like he cannot go off against us.
yeah, it's big. Also, Mike Williams, is out. Hopefully he gets better soon. Tore his ACL, which is, you never want to see that in the league, but no Mike Williams either. So it's going to be, they're going to be shorthanded tomorrow. Eckler is also out. So that helps us tremendously. I think it's going to be, we always say it's a new era in Raider Nation and, it never is. But yeah, I honestly think that it's going to be special tomorrow. I think the autumn wind's going to be blowing and, going to SoFi and it's gonna be a dogfight, bro. It's not gonna be easy. I'm expecting a low scoring game. So I would say the final score, I'd probably give it like 24-20 if we win. But I mean, I just don't know if I can give us the win, bro. If I can pick us because even though they're depleted and shit, bro, I don't know. I mean, I could show up there and Hoyer could be walking out on the field. You never know.
If Hoyer comes out, I think our picks are just void. Like they don't count. We're not expecting Brian Hoyer to skip the start.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I'm gonna be more optimistic. I'm gonna give us the win here. I think. Look, Chargers. Brandon Staley's not a good head coach.
No,
He's
he's not.
he's a
They should
fraud
They
mind.
should be 0-3, by the way. Last week, how they won was bullshit. They should be 0-3. They don't deserve to win.
Yeah, they went for it on 4th and 1 from their own like 20-yard line or
Yeah,
something.
and I think they went for it. Yeah, they went. Yeah, on the 4th and 1, they got stuffed. Then Kirk Cousins drove down, and at the 10-yard line on 4th and goal, he threw it to the end zone and it was intercepted.
Yeah, they should have lost that game. That was a bad ending
But
too.
I think I'll go 24-20 Raiders. I think I will go Raiders.
I'm gonna go Raiders, but I'm gonna go higher scoring because look, our defense hasn't proven that they can just stop guys like Herbert. So I think Herbert's gonna put up probably 3 touchdowns. So I'm gonna give us the win, but it's gonna be on the shoulders of Aiden O'Connell, who the Chargers
Right,
don't have tape on.
right.
I think he's gonna light up the Chargers secondary. I'm gonna give it 31-28. Raiders win.
All right, man. Let's see it. I hope so. Quickly, let's go through the picks of the week though. Like we usually do on this channel. So we got the 6:30 a.m. kickoff, Falcons Jaguars. Jaguars gonna handle it, I think.
I'm gonna take the Jags too.
Yeah. Then we got probably the game of the week, Dolphins Bills.
Ooh, I'm gonna take the Bills there. I think the Dolphins are gonna cool down a little bit after
Bills
this.
at home. I'm gonna take Miami. I'm gonna take Miami there. I think Miami moves to 4-0. They're just red hot. They're the best team in football right now. Um, Broncos Bears, the worst game of the week. Um, I'm gonna go Chicago. I just can't see Denver 3.5 line. I can't see Denver even coming close.
Ooh, is it in Chicago or is it in Denver?
It's
Where is
in
that?
it's in Chicago.
I'll take Denver in that game.
Is it Denver? Okay.
I think Russell Wilson's a better QB than Justin Fields. So
Yeah,
that's
then
a
we
big
got
game.
another good game. Ravens Browns.
What's Balti's record? Are they 2-1 or
Yeah, Balti and Cleveland are 2-1.
I gotta go Balti there.
Cleveland at home. I think I'm going to take Cleveland in a low scoring game. I think I'm going to take Cleveland.
Their defense is good, but I think
No, I think Deshaun Watson's going to have his moment. I think I think yeah. I'm going to take Cleveland.
yeah, just looking at the quarterbacks, I trust Lamar more than I do Deshaun,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's gonna be a coin flip game though.
yeah. Bengals Titans. I'm going to take Cincinnati.
Yeah, I'll take
I think
Cincy.
they finally put it together this week. They're 1-2. I mean, they won last week, but I think they put it together this week. This is an interesting game. Rams Colts might not be as bad as people think.
Obviously it's in Indy, not in SoFi. So
Yeah, but I don't know if Anthony Richardson is playing.
no,
Uh,
he is. I think
oh,
he's
he
in.
is.
I'm gonna take Rams there. Just I trust Stafford more than I do Richardson, and they're
Sta-
fighting for things.
Last week Stafford was ass, man. He was really bad. He lost me my fantasy game. I was up by like 25 going in, and I had Stafford, and he just had T Higgins, and I lost.
Damn.
Yeah,
Um.
I was up by 15 or something, and T Higgins had like 20, and Stafford only had like 9 points.
Oh no, I have to play in week 5 once Herbert was on his bye. So hopefully
Uh,
he can pick up by then.
yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Colts.
Is it? Oh, it's in Indy.
Yeah, and the line is even. There's no spread.
Wow. What's in Indy's 2-1?
Yeah,
That's insane. How are they 2-1 and we're only 1-2? That's
because we're
embarrassing.
shit, man. I mean, I hope tomorrow's the day, man. Tomorrow something good happens. Bucks Saints. Carr is the toughest son of a gun. Bro, Carr is probably one of the toughest quarterbacks ever. The shit he's played through. He said that he's feeling good and could be good to go tomorrow. I think I'm gonna take Tampa because I don't think Carr's 100%, and I don't think that AC joint on the throwing shoulder. That's tough.
I think I'm gonna ride with my boy. I'm gonna take Carr here. Ride with him. Number 4 quarterbacks. So I think something's gonna go well for them. Week 4, number 4 quarterbacks.
Yep.
They win today. I'll take the Saints there.
Washington, Philadelphia.
Philly.
Yeah. Vikings, Panthers. That's a battle of 0-3 teams. They're two battle of 0-3 teams tomorrow. That's the second one. I think I'm going to take Minnesota there.
Yeah, they've played well. Kirk
Yeah,
Cousins. He's on pace for like
yeah,
something like crazy.
6,000 yards.
Yeah, he's playing well. They just haven't been winning.
Yeah. Steelers, Texans. I think Pittsburgh going to get the win there.
Yeah, I agree there.
Yeah. Then our game, we already made the picks. Patriots, Cowboys in Dallas.
I got Is that the Sunday night game?
No, that's a 125.
Oh geez. Yeah, I'm gonna take Dallas there. They got to bounce back.
Yeah. Yeah. I got Dallas as well.
What are the Patriots' record, by the way? Are they 1-2?
Patriots are 1-2. They should be 0-3, but they're 1-2.
Who do they beat?
They beat the Jets, and that was a shit game because
Oh yeah,
this was just horrible.
yeah.
But okay, then Cardinals 49ers by a mile. They're
Nice.
favored by 14. And then Jets Chiefs on Sunday night. People are expecting Rodgers versus Mahomes on Sunday night. That's so sad. But I'm taking Kansas City obviously by a mile.
You think Taylor Swift is gonna be in attendance?
Yeah, she is. They already said she is.
Oh God. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna watch that game then if that's the
Yeah,
case.
she's gonna be there. And then then Monday night, Seattle, New York. That's a pretty shit game. I got Seattle there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. Wait, what's the? Is it in New York?
Yeah, it's in New York.
I'm gonna take the Giants there.
Take the Giants. I Saquon is out though.
Is he out? Shit, I gotta
Yeah,
update.
so Matt Breida is their starting running back. He had a touchdown last week. I picked him up on waivers in a league. He got me like 9 points.
Same here, dude. He got 9 points last week for me.
Yeah.
Dude, I literally in my fantasy team, I had David Montgomery on my bench. I didn't start him. 33 points, and now Saquon is out. So I gotta find a running back in the span of a few minutes here. So we'll see how that goes.
All right, y'all. Well, hope for the best, and we'll be there to recap the game tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one tomorrow, Raider Nation. Looking forward to it.
Yep, sounds good,
Hey,
guys.
thanks for all the support. Raiders reign.
Thanks for liking, commenting. Raiders reign. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
All right, y'all. We'll see you.